Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming my first get it all done with me, or as I've been calling it, finish my to-do list. I'm obsessed with these. I watch these constantly as I'm cleaning my house, and so I figured I'd make one of my own. So the first place that I tackled was our window seat in our kitchen / dining room area. Now when we moved into this house, I fully intended for this to be a window seat and to not have anything on it except for maybe like a cushion for people to sit on, and it has never ever been that. So I finally took the initiative today, cleaned it off, gave it a good wipe down, and I intend to keep it that way. For how long, I have no idea, but as of right now, the next day later, it is still clean and clear. Okay, so in this video, you're going to see me use several times my Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray. I love it so much. I have too many different flavors or scents, too many different scents, and I think under my sink right now I have 6 or 7 different bottles, and I just ordered some more. I love it too much. I love their seasonal ones. I just love Mrs. Meyer's. So what you're going to see me use today is the acorn spice, but I definitely like to use different scents around different parts of my house. So my bathrooms are different, my upstairs is different than my downstairs, and I just really love Mrs. Meyer's. Okay, 2 things that I'm noticing as I'm watching this back is, number 1, right here, I'm having to go through the doorway with little Mrs. Bouncer right there. She loves to bounce, and I love to put her in that when I'm trying to like make dinner or wash bottles, but it gets in the way like crazy, and it bounces against the wall, and the baby was trying to take a nap at this time, so I ended up taking it down like a couple clips later. And then the other thing that I'm noticing is I am definitely jamming along to top hits on our Alexa. I will either tell our Alexa, hey, play the top hits, or lately it's been Christmas music, or my newest favorite thing to do is to put on a YouTube video and watch like a vlog, or even better, a clean with me. So this is kind of what inspired this video today. Okay, I know somebody is definitely going to come at me in the comments for using so many paper towels. I get it 100%, trying to save the planet. So I even put in a new order today with Grove Collaborative, and I got some of those European cloths, and it's one of the like basically reusable paper towels, and then you just throw it in the dishwasher to clean it. So I'm super excited to get those. I'll definitely share a Grove Collaborative haul with y'all when that comes in. I'm definitely having to bite my tongue and not just blab on about my Christmas decorations because I love them so much, but I did film a decorate with me a couple weeks back. It'll be the first day of Vlogmas on December 1st, and so I will explain where everything comes from and the theme of our house. So if that's something that you might be interested in, just stay tuned. Today was kind of an interesting day. My sister was there and she always brings her dog so that her dog can play with our dogs. But Tucker, her dog, really loves water and he gets it everywhere. So sometimes we have to put the water up for a little bit so that he can take a break from drinking it. So that's what that big water spot on the island was. But we love when they come and visit us. Okay, I am so stoked about this trick. I don't know, you've probably already heard it and I'm probably late to the game, but I actually found a trick to clean out the microwave so you can get all the caked on bits off really easily. So that's 2 cups of water, and then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of this distilled white vinegar. I think you can also use apple cider vinegar, but don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. And then the last thing you're going to throw in there, and I actually don't know why this is, so if you do, please throw it down in the comments, but it says to throw in 1 toothpick. So I did it, but I have no idea why I did it. And then you just microwave it for 5 minutes and then let it sit there for 2 to 3 minutes. So while it was doing all that, I decided to move on to bottles. And there I go again with my Mrs. Meyer's. I am telling y'all, I'm obsessed. That is my favorite winter scent. It's called Snowdrop. I haven't been able to find it in a multi-purpose spray, but I was able to find it in the dish soap, and I just was grabbing it any way that I could. So I've got 3 right here in the frame. I've got the Snowdrop, which was the dish soap. I've got the Acorn Spice, which is my multi-surface spray, and then my hand soap over to the right is actually lavender. So we got 3 things going on here, but that's okay. A little fun fact about me is I love music, obviously, but when I'm in the car, sometimes I'll just listen to vlog music or music that I use in my videos, and this song that's playing right now is one of my favorites. This artist, I guess you could say, I don't know if he's an artist or a producer. Either way, he has some of my very favorites that I use with my videos, and I think that this video uses only his music. I think all the music that I use in this whole 20-minute video is only from him. His name I think is Oy, but it's spelled Ooyy if I'm correct. I just love his stuff. I just think it's really fun to jam along to and very upbeat all the time. So this seriously worked. It wipes down so easily. I was shocked, to be very honest, because I have not cleaned this microwave in too long to admit, and the fact that everything just kind of came off with one wipe was amazing to me. So I definitely recommend this trick. Again, I have no idea why the toothpick is thrown in there, but it obviously has some purpose, and it obviously worked. And you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That spot that I'm scrubbing right there is baby food from the night before. I was opening a little Tupperware of baby food and it shot out all over the microwave, all over me, all over the floor, and I got everything cleaned up except for obviously the microwave. So that was me trying to scrub that off. And here's a little tip: if that happens to you, don't wait till the next day, because I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and I still have that mark on my microwave. It's like glue. Okay, before we get too into this video, I was about to go and wrap Christmas presents. So I'm pretty much done Christmas shopping. I think I have one more person to buy for, and I know exactly what I'm gonna buy, I just haven't done it yet. And so now I'm in the process of wrapping, mostly because we have people coming over this weekend for Avery's baptism. Don't worry, everybody will be wearing masks. At the church before Avery's baptized, they do take your temperature, and then of course we're also going to eat outside and be mostly outside. But I do have my sister who just stayed with me, and my mom is going to be staying with me on Friday, and my guest bedroom is where I keep all of my Christmas presents. So I have just been wrapping Christmas presents. This is a super special present that is actually going to be given this weekend, so I want to go ahead and wrap it, but I want to show it to you first. I also want to thank Mapiful so much for sponsoring this portion of this video. So I've actually worked with Mapiful before, and let me show you that real fast. So this was our first Mapiful project that we were gifted. This is the music building, which is where my husband and I met. It's just a map of, actually this is more like San Marcos, but this middle part right here, this is where Robbie and I met. That's the music building. So we had this hung. I have a whole video on that of us redoing this wall, and I'm going to link that above. But Mapiful has been really, really good to us, and they've also been really, really generous to us again. So I want to show you what we got this time. So Mapiful doesn't just do maps. They do a couple different things. They do like constellation maps where you can see the stars over a certain area. So you could put in like the music building and it would show you the stars above that area. But they also do a really awesome project where they take a picture and they will make that picture out of words. So when I got it the first time, I almost chose that, but I couldn't decide on a certain picture that I liked. I didn't exactly know what to do, and I knew that I wanted something that was kind of centered around mine and Robbie's story. This time it's a little bit different. My grandfather passed away about a year ago. It's been a little over a year now, and he was the most wonderful man and somebody that I miss every single day, and I know that everybody in our family misses every single day. My grandmother is going to be here this weekend for Avery's baptism, and I wanted to give her this present. She's just moving into a new house. She's just gone through the process of selling the house that they lived in together, and I know that it's been a pretty life-changing time for her, and so I wanted to gift this to her. So I want to thank Mapiful so much for being such a sweet partnership and for giving us something that we can now look on forever. And I'm hoping she'll hang this in her new house so that anytime any of us come over, we'll be able to see it. So I took a picture of my grandfather, and then I messaged everybody in our family with the exception of my grandma. We call her Grammy, and we also call my grandfather Grumpy. So you'll see that in just a second. That was not something that we called him to be mean. That was simply something that he chose, I think. Either he chose or his boys chose, I don't know, but ever since I was born, he was grumpy. And so I texted everybody in the family with the exception of Grammy and asked, what are your favorite grumpyisms? What are your favorite things that he used to say? And so I'll explain some of them to you. I have to get this out first. And I almost wrapped it and then realized, oh my gosh, I have to share this with everybody. So I'm going to share with you the words first, and then I'll show you the picture. So some of the words that we used were love ya. He loved to say love ya. And in fact, my sister has a tattoo in his handwriting from a card that he had given her at Christmas one year, and it said love ya. So he said love ya. He said, hey kid. I can remember that one the most, I think. He would say, hey kid, hey kid, hey kid, whenever you'd walk in the house. He said, good, good, good. Good, 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 when you tell him something, good, good, good. And then if he ever got something that he really, really liked, like say he was opening a present on Christmas, he'd go, all right. So I have that on here. The last thing that I have on here was come on. And the reason that I have the word come on here, or the words come on, is because my grandfather was a rancher. So he had cattle, he had llamas, he had longhorns, he had goats, and he had everything. And when it was time for them to eat, he would stand at the gate or the fence and say, come on, come on, and that's how they knew that it was time to come and eat. So I use that for sure. And then at the bottom I have his name and then just a little quote that says, gone from our sight but never from our hearts. So I'm actually pretty proud of myself for not crying at all when I was saying all this. And if you look at it from far away, you can really see the silhouette, which I think is really, really nice. But also, as you get closer, you can see the different words. This was just something extremely special that Mapiful gifted to us. So I want to thank you so much, Mapiful, for not only sponsoring this portion of the video, but also just being so incredibly sweet and allowing us to have such a beautiful keepsake in memory of my grandfather. Little side note, this is the cutest wrapping paper. Of course it comes from Hobby Lobby, where everything was 50% off because it was holiday themed. They didn't have a whole lot and I was looking for a specific type, like a specific design, and they didn't have it, so I went with this one. But I love it even more. It's just a little truck, you can't really see it, but it's a little red truck with a Christmas tree in the back and it says Merry Christmas. I just love it. I wrapped all of my Christmas presents in it this year, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of nice to see like such beautiful presents under the tree, all in order. Is anybody else kind of OCD like that? Okay, let's be super honest here. I watch YouTube all the time. I was probably turning on a clean with me or get it all done with me video. My sister is sitting right there. She had stayed with us the past couple days and she is doing some homework and watching the baby for me. So that's what you see. That's her little feet that you see like bouncing around off to the right. But I just wanted to kind of do like a general pickup of my living room. Now that I watch it, it's kind of crazy that I'm like cleaning everything up, knowing that the baby's going to come downstairs and play on the floor and we're going to have baby toys everywhere again. But it just feels nice to have my living room put together, right? And then the last task on my to-do list that day was to just get some laundry done. I try to do at least one load a day. Some days I get done 2, some days I don't get any done, but most of the time I get done 1 load a day, which just really helps to kind of keep everything in the household running. So I'll do Robbie's, I'll do mine, then I'll do Avery's, then I'll do the sheets, like things like that, but just 1 load a day, even if it's a small load. And that is the end of this Get It All Done or Finish My To-Do List with me. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all and God bless ya.